I was never signed to Def Jam Records. The deal was actually a deal that Chuck had, and he brought the rest of us on. The only people that were signed to Def Jam was Chuck and Flavor. Me, Terminator X, S1Ws, Bomb Squad, we have other deals that we've signed with them, which legally they were quote-unquote Public Enemy. You understand what I'm saying as far as the paperwork is concerned? But what made the group, and what made the group run and operate, of course, the Bomb Squad, of course, Terminator X, of course, Professor Griff and the S1Ws. So that's what made the group. That actually was the group. I'm not sure if I could have, or the world would have taken to a Chuck D just coming out as Public Enemy. I'm not sure. Well, he did a solo project, and it didn't. A lot of people he did. Yeah, he did, and it just didn't measure up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was never signed to Def Jam, and then number two, it wasn't devastating because that was my plan along with Chuck's plan. We sat and we planned it out. 2 years in, or 2 years out, pardon me, or in, we would just kind of, leave it all alone. Because we didn't know we were going to be mega famous and known by everybody, and we didn't know the group was going to have the impact that it had. So we were thinking, get in, shock the industry, turn that motherfucker upside down, and get out. Hopefully we can get out with our lives. That was the plan. What happened? Wow, that is a long story. I ended up getting thrown under the bus. Yeah, and getting vilified.
You were made out to be the bad guy, so to speak, and the fall guy.
Exactly. When what I said was basic, normal conversation among black men in the hood, whether white people were around or not. That was basic, normal conversation. And if you ask anybody that grew up in 1 square mile of any hood, anywhere, and you really didn't have no contact with white people, oh, that shit is rough, rugged, and raw. Shit.
And when this all transpired, you said you were thrown under the bus, which it made headlines and all kinds of stuff. Why did they choose you to throw under the bus? I would think you would be a very vital part of the group. I mean, why not throw the hype man under the bus? No disrespect to Flavor Flav.
Right. I think because I was the one funneling the information. I was the one basically, or I was, you got to keep in mind, I was the road manager. I was Professor Griff, the leader of the S1Ws. So I set up how the show looks, how we ran it, what songs we played. That was my job. That was my role. You understand what I'm saying? So when we're talking about like doing songs and that kind of thing, basically the formula was, I would provide the information. Not all of the information. I don't want to take anything away from Chuck. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to take anything away from the Bomb Squad. But the information that I provided, which was never heard of in the music industry, I'm providing information. I'm like, look, this right here is vital. We need to talk about this. Here's some samples. Here's some other things. And when you got somebody like on your team like that that's doing all of the, not all of, but some of the background work, it's easy to do what we did. You understand what I'm saying? It was our formula.